everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today is a kind of a fun vlog. It'll be pregnancy Q&A, and sorry for you guys can hear the noise, just my kids playing in the background. Wanted to give a shout out to all of our new recent subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. It means a lot to us and we love having you guys here. If there's any questions you have, make sure to leave them in the comments down below. If there's like a video you'd like to see us do, also leave that down in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. So let's get into our video. Like I said, today's video is going to be a pregnancy Q&A. So one of the questions I get asked a lot is, what gender is our baby? And we are not finding out. So we will not be finding out the gender of this baby until the baby gets here. We've done that with our last 3 pregnancies, and it's just been kind of fun. We have 2 girls and 2 boys, and so clothes-wise, you know, we're kind of taken care of. This baby's a little bit different because I've never had a baby born in spring. So it'll be a little bit different, but it'll still be fun navigating, you know, having a spring baby, a little spring chicken versus having a fall or winter baby. So we will not be finding out the gender until baby has come. And that'll also be a fun video for you guys to watch as well, is our surprise gender reveal at birth. Another question is, how far along am I? So currently, as of today, I am 22 weeks. Exciting. I'm so happy to be this far along, and every day and every week I'm just excited this baby is staying in. How's the morning sickness been? It's gone better. Now that I'm 22 weeks, it's like gone. So that's been really good because the first probably 14 weeks it was like unbearable, and it lightened up a little bit, but it was still very, very bad the past like 6 weeks. So I'm glad to be out of the water of morning sickness, and I feel bad for any woman that have continual sickness throughout pregnancy because it's just not easy nor fun. Will I be doing a home birth? No, I will not be doing a home birth. And this will answer another question. Am I planning on having a VBAC, which is a vaginal birth after cesarean, because Alvin was a C-section. So because I am planning on having a VBAC, I will not be doing a home birth. It's a little bit more risky, especially since Alvin was my 3rd C-section. I had a vaginal birth in there, but he was my 3rd C-section. And with the more C-sections you have, the greater risk there is of uterine rupture. And so I don't want to be at home and have that possible risk. So I will not be having a home birth. And to answer more of like, are you having a VBAC? Yes, I am going to have a VBAC. Well, I am planning on having a VBAC. Me and my doctor are talking really closely, trying to make sure that we're doing what's best for me and the baby. And right now we're planning on a VBAC. If him or I feel uncomfortable with it, we're very open. And that's something I love about this new doctor that I have, is that he's open to communicating and hearing how I feel and how my body is doing, and respecting what my wishes are as well. And so if either one of us though is uncomfortable with it come towards the end of my pregnancy, then we will obviously go for a C-section. I am okay with that. I have had them. I know what to expect. It is a little bit more scary after Alvin's delivery, but I am still aware that that is still a possibility, and I'm not saying that's not going to happen. And I have done research, and like I said, I am talking to my doctor, so I do know the risks that come with having a VBAC. So kind of in the same line of all that, another question is, am I afraid of giving birth? Yes and no. There's so much risk that goes with giving birth, and I have learned too much the hard way. I feel very confident in a VBAC. Having a vaginal delivery is very easy compared to a C-section. And the recovery process is so much less. You being able to get up and moving is so much faster. And so I am not necessarily afraid of that. I'm afraid that, you know, of like my uterus rupturing, but it's not like a hindering fear. I know it's a possibility. And so I'm like, oh my goodness, but I'm not like so worried that I'm not going to do it. Now, a C-section, I haven't allowed myself to think too much that I'm going to have a C-section. I know it's a possibility. If I'm being honest, I am scared of having another C-section because of the traumatic experience that I had with my last C-section. So yeah, so I'm not too concerned with having a vaginal birth. I am more afraid to give birth via C-section. Am I worried that this baby will be a preemie as well? Yes, I am extremely worried. Alvin being a preemie, looking back, I could see signs that I was going to be having a baby early. But, you know, hindsight, I did not know. I had no idea. I've never had a preemie. That was my 6th pregnancy. And up to then, my 3 that were live birth were all full-term babies. So I didn't know. It totally came out of the blue, having my water break so early on. So yes, I am terrified that this baby will be preterm. I am there's a lot more that I'm doing now that I did not do with any of my other pregnancies or even Alvin. But now that we know that, you know, I'm capable of having preterm babies, we are doing things different, like the progesterone suppositories. And I take it a lot, and I've been taking it a lot more easy with Alvin. When I was pregnant with Alvin, I was walking daily. And I loved going on walks. I still do love going on walks. But with him, like, as I was progressing more into my 20 weeks, I would start getting crampier. And you know, I should have taken that as a sign to take it more easy, and I would, but I still loved going on these family walks. I'm thinking there were things leading up to that I could have done that would have prevented it from happening. And so this time around, I am not pushing myself. I am asking Trent like 100 times more for help, and I'm being more patient with allowing things to be on his time versus my time most of the time. It's so hard because I am independent, and so it's hard to just wait on him completely. So I still do some things, and I still overdo it a little bit, but I am trying, because I do not want another preemie baby, and I want this baby to be able to stay in as long as he or she can. This is a fun one. Do we have any baby names picked out? We do. We have a few baby names picked out. What we do is a little bit different than what a lot of people do. We don't share our baby names before our babies come. It's just kind of what we've done with all of our kids, and we've really liked it, especially as I have seen other people, like friends, family, have babies, and other friends and family judge those babies' names before they get here. We have decided, for us personally, we just do not share the names. So maybe I'll do a video of names we like but that we will not be using, because that's always fun. And then you can just know some of the names that we do like, but we won't be using. So yeah, we do have baby names picked out. If you guys would like to see names that we do like but we will not be using, leave a comment down below and just let me know, and I would love to do that video for you. Maybe I'll have Trent with me as well. Who knows? So what is my birth plan this time around? So it is different than it has been with any of my other babies, just because I feel like with more experience, you have more knowledge, and so you know more of what you want and what you don't want. So with this baby, like I said, I will be having the baby in the hospital. I will allow myself to go, when I try for a VBAC or I try a vaginal delivery, I will allow myself to go past my due date. Not too crazy far, but enough that I will be able to go naturally into labor, and that has proven to be really good for my body, and my body has been able to kickstart labor. I've gone into labor naturally twice before Alvin, so I know I can do it. My body knows it can do it. So that's part of my birth plan, is allowing myself to go into labor naturally. When I say that though, I still do will get like membrane sweeps if my OB feels comfortable and I am progressed far enough to do so. I will have the membrane sweeps, and then obviously trying to just kickstart labor myself as well. But when I go into the hospital, it'll be a little bit different, because I know I have to be more of an advocate for myself, and my husband does know that as well, that he has to advocate for me. And so I don't have anything like crazy. I will most likely get an epidural because of past experiences. I know that my placenta does not, it will like separate. So it'll start detaching, but it'll also separate. And so they've had to go and remove my part of my placenta after the baby is born. And that is very uncomfortable. And so I do plan on having an epidural because of experiences like that. And when I get the epidural, I don't know. It could be once I'm in labor and I go into the hospital. It could be once I'm progressed and hit like a 6 or a 7. I have no idea when I'll get the epidural, but I know that I'll need it. I've also strongly considered hiring a doula this time around because I know that they know more techniques. They are also very big advocates for you as well, and sticking to the birth plan and your birth desires, as well as just providing that extra care and knowledge. So I have honestly thought strongly about hiring one of them. I'm still on the board about it. So birth plan, I plan on having the epidural, being in the hospital. But as far as past that, I don't know that I have anything on my birth plan. I like to keep things open because at any second something can change. And I've learned that way too much. So I don't have like this strict needs to be this, needs to, no, I don't. I just know that it'll be in the hospital and I will be having an epidural. Last question, will this be our last baby? I don't know. I really don't know. When we had Alvin, I didn't want kids for a couple years. And then this surprise baby came along, which I'm still so grateful for. But now I kind of want to see how labor and delivery goes and kind of decide from there. There's just so much that can go on that I honestly don't know. I'd like to say yes, I want more. I really don't know though. Anything can happen in labor and delivery, and so I want to give myself grace. So I'm not thinking, yes, I'm going to have 20 more kids. I'm just throwing a number out there. I'm not really wanting 20 more kids. But I'm just not going to be saying, yeah, I want all this amount of kids afterwards. And then something traumatic happened and I'm feeling guilty because I was like, oh, I was planning on having however many more kids. So I'm just going to take it a kid at a time. And we'll see once this baby comes how many more I want to have. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any more questions, leave them down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. You can even hit that notification bell so you get notified when we put videos out. Let me know, or remember to let me know down in the comments what videos you'd like to see from us. We'll see you next time. Bye.